Tonight, I start my 6th consecutive night shift at a small, almost forgotten roadside hotel. Rain falls steadily, tapping against the windows. A slow, insistent rhythm, almost like it has its own heartbeat. The hotel is usually empty at night. A trucker or a lost traveler might check in, briefly passing through, but tonight feels different. The silence is heavy, pressing against me, following me down the dimly lit corridors. I notice a faint scratch on the wall, like claws, old, faded, almost a pattern. My footsteps echo, too loud in the emptiness. I reach the stairs. Each step creaks. The corridor stretches ahead, dimly lit, walls damp, carpet faded. The door to 214 looms at the far end. I swipe my keycard. The reader blinks green. Hesitation grips me, but I slide the door open. The room smells damp, musty, like rain has seeped through the walls. The bed is stripped bare, sheets tossed aside, as if someone had just left. On the desk, a single piece of paper, soaked at the edges. "I've returned. Please check me in." I step back, heart racing. I reach for the phone. It rings again. "Room 214. I answer. Silence. Only the sound of rain, but not the rain outside. This rain is closer, intimate, falling inside the room itself. A small object glistens on the floor, a rusty key, wet, almost as if someone had just left it there. My hand trembles as I pick it up. I check the guest log, the last entry for 214, November 2013. The guest checked in alone and never checked out. The room had been found unlocked, the window wide open, water pooled on the floor. Outside, the weather had been perfectly clear. A chill runs down my spine as I return to the corridor. The lights flicker. The door to 214 is slightly ajar. A figure stands inside, motionless, watching. The rain I've been hearing, it comes from the room itself. Slow, steady, relentless. The figure steps forward, clothes soaked, dripping, yet the carpet beneath them remains dry. The water vanishes before it touches anything. "You haven't checked me in," the figure whispers. A damp, old passport extends toward me. The photo shows a man in his 40s, but the figure before me looks decades younger. Too young. Impossible. Suddenly, I hear a whisper from the opposite corner of the corridor, faint, almost inaudible, repeating my name. "Check the room." I stumble back, frozen, every instinct screaming to run. But when I blink, the figure is gone, leaving a puddle shaped like footsteps, leading back into room 214. I notice droplets of blood forming a trail, faint, glistening, leading to a small, forgotten door at the end of the hall. I approach cautiously, each step echoing, heart hammering. Inside the side room, a diary lies open, pages damp, water-stained, filled with entries from previous guests, describing shadows, whispers, figures that vanish, all pointing toward 214. I return to room 214. The bed now has a damp imprint, as if someone had just been sitting there. On the desk, a new note appears, written in fresh ink. "Checked in. You are next." I pace the corridors, noticing every detail, the walls narrowing, the hum of fluorescent lights louder. I hear whispers behind closed doors, footsteps in empty hallways, a soft tapping at the windows, fingernails tracing patterns. I remember the first night, 6 nights ago, thinking it was just my imagination. But the rain, always the same, falling inside, always, coming from 214. I peek into adjacent rooms, all empty, yet I feel eyes on me, shadows shifting, shapes barely visible in the corners. My breath comes in short gasps, every sound amplified by the empty hall. Now, I know, it isn't imagination. Each night, each shift, the air grows heavier. I feel it watching, waiting, moving silently, just beyond the edge of sight. Sometimes I hear the soft creak of floorboards, a whisper brushing past my ear, the faint outline of a shadow, standing, always standing, in the doorway. I can't leave, not while the rain falls, not while room 214 remains, unchecked, unresolved. So I stay, answering the phone, listening, waiting, because I know, one day, the guest will finally step forward, and then everything will change. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Do not miss what comes next. Each night brings something unexpected, something that watches, waiting, always waiting. Stay tuned.